Hey everybody, welcome back to Royal Tarot Readings. This is my fun channel that I do for tarot readings on the royal family. All information presented in this video is for fun and entertainment purposes only. It's fun. It's tarot. I'm just a gal with cards. Alright, so today let's take a look at the upcoming wedding nuptials for Peter Phillips. Now, the engagement was just announced, and it's really interesting because Peter was actually seeing someone else until 2024, sometime last year, and then he met Harriet Sperling. Now, her maiden name was Harriet Sanders, and she is, I believe, an NHS nurse. She's also a freelance writer, and I tried everything to find her birth date. All I got was early 1990. Apparently, she's really safeguarding her birth date. I'm not sure why, but multiple sources did find that she was born in 1980, and I was able to drill down a little bit more and find out that was early 1980, and they're saying the first quarter. I got that from the Peerage, English Peerage website, so I wasn't able to pull up Burke's, because I think that has, that's the ultimate Bible in peerage for the English aristocracy, but all I could find was first quarter 1980, so not sure how she'll show up in this reading, if at all. Anyway, so he met Harriet Sperling, and they're already engaged. So interesting. I think they have known each other less than a year, and they're engaged. We don't know when the wedding will be, sometime next year, I believe, so we'll see how it goes. Now, Peter is a Scorpio, so he will show up. He may show up as the Knight of Cups. He's in his 40s. I don't think he'll show up as the King of Cups, but if he does, he'll show up, I think, as the Knight of Cups. So, since he is a water sign. All right, so the big question is, of course, the drama. Of course, he is the son of Princess Anne. Yes, he is the son of Princess Anne. So, he's divorced. His previous wife name is Autumn. And they've been divorced for several years. So, and they have 2 children together, I believe. So, let's see now what we can find out about what's coming up at the wedding. So, yes, okay, so Princess Anne's son. And of course, he's very close to Harry and William. Something's trying to stop me from talking. No, I will not stop. So, anyway, he is friends, of course, with Harry and William. And, of course, the big question is, are both of them, well, of course, William's going to be invited to the wedding, and we are assuming that Harry will as well. We don't know if Meghan will be invited. We don't know if Harry will show up. So let's dive a little bit deeper into this little quandary and see what we can find out. Before I start the reading, if you'd like to sign up for a private reading, click on the description, the link in the description box below, and you can sign up through the end of August. I'm going to close it for September. I have a lot going on in September, and hopefully I'll reopen it maybe October or November. But anyway, if you'd like a private reading, go ahead and sign up. You can also gift them if you would like to gift it for a birthday, anniversary, present, whatever. You can also gift it. All right, so for this reading, I have a brand new deck. It is called the Ocean Tarot deck, and it is so beautiful. And this one was just screaming to be used. And this one is by... I have no idea. Let me see if there's a name on the book here. You think they put it on the outside? Oh, here we go. No. Guidebook. I have no idea who made this one. Oh, well. I was going to give them a plug, but there you go. Anyway, I'll put a link in the description box below if you would like to get this deck. It is quite beautiful. All right. I don't know why this one wants to read for this, but it really does. Okay. So... let's take a look here, and it has this beautiful, like it's almost a seafoam aquamarine color for the sides of the cards. Really pretty. All right, so for the wedding, Peter Phillips' upcoming wedding, we're calling it Wedding Blues. All right, so how does Peter feel about William attending the wedding? How does he feel about William attending the wedding? We're just going to find out how Peter and his intended Harriet feel about the upcoming... Ooh. Oh my gosh. The Ten of Swords? Well, of course, this is just popping out while I'm shuffling, but Ten of Spears, that is the Ten of Swords. That is about ruin. Reputational ruin for William? Okay, how does Peter feel about William attending the wedding? And how does Harriet feel about William attending the wedding? Oh, wow. Good gracious, lots of energy. Nine of Swords. It's a nightmare? Nine of Coral, which is, I believe that's the Nine of Cups. These are different ones. Let me check real quick. No, it's actually the Coral are the Wands. So this is the Nine of Wands in reverse. Well, that's a mental breakdown. Good gracious. Okay, how very interesting. Okay, so we'll just put this out here first, that pearls are cups, spears are swords, coral are wands, and treasure is the pentacles. So it's a really interesting deck. Okay, so, goodness, well, how does Peter feel about Harry attending the wedding? How does he feel about Harry attending the wedding? The Emperor. Well, there's the king. He wants the king to be there. Oh, he's afraid the king won't attend if Harry's there. Oh, my goodness. Okay. And so how does Harriet feel about Harry attending the wedding? Harriet and Harry. My goodness. How does Harriet feel about Harry attending the wedding? How does she feel about it? Queen of Wands in reverse. Not happy at all. Ooh. Queen of Wands, she doesn't want Meghan there. Forget about Harry. She doesn't want Meghan around. Wow. Okay. Is the wedding going to take place as planned? I just don't have a really good feeling that this wedding is going to actually hold. So that's just me, allegedly. So will the wedding take place as planned? And what's going to be the big story on either the day of the wedding or surrounding the wedding? What's going to be the big story about it? Oh, the Four of Pentacles, control. Okay, control. I love the iconography. I love the iconography on these cards. My goodness, control. Yes, I have control. Oh, my heavens. Okay. And then, let's see, what's going to be the status of Harry and William, their relationship on the day of the wedding? We don't know when it's going to be yet. But if the tarot can tell us on the day of the wedding, what's going to be the status of Harry and William's relationship? And what's going to be the outcome of the wedding, the celebration on that day? What's going to be the outcome of it? Is it going to be a happy wedding? Is it going to be drama? Will there be a big scene? What's going to happen on the wedding day? What's going to happen? Whether it takes place or not, whatever day they have picked. Oh, wow. Okay. I think oh, gosh. The devil. Well, that's not a very good sign. Oh, heavens. Okay. I am not getting good vibes about this wedding at all. All right. We'll do one more shuffle here. Okay. Let's see what we get here. Go ahead and cut it. Oh, wow. 2 cards. Okay. All right. So I have 8 questions. We're going to do 8 cards. Now, I deliberately did not ask about Meghan if she shows up. And she shows up. But I deliberately did not ask about Meghan, as I don't know if Peter or Harriet actually know her. I think Peter might at least be, of course they know of her, but I didn't ask in particular. All right, so underlying energy is the 4 of Coral, I believe. It's actually hard to see these sometimes. Okay, so the 4 of Coral, 4 of Wands. Oh, well, there's the wedding right there. That's the wedding. My goodness, the Emperor. You want the king there, the Wheel of Fortune. Good luck. Oh, and the Lovers in reverse is the next one. Oh, goodness. Okay, so the 4 of Wands, here's the wedding. That's the wedding, absolutely. There's the Emperor. Doesn't look like William. They want the king there. I don't know if William will be king when they get married, but they absolutely want the presence of the king because it's under the Wheel of Fortune, which is good luck. It's a turn of good luck. If the wedding actually holds, they want the king there, and it will be good luck. All right, let's see what we get here. How does Peter feel about William attending the wedding? The tower? Oh my God. What is going on between Peter and William? I'm going to have to do a reading after this and find out. Okay, so the tower is an act of God. I just think that he is so worried something's going to happen if William's there. There's the wedding. There's the king. Does he think that William's going to be king by the time he gets married? He thinks something's going to happen. Maybe this is the card that an act of God will make William king. He's expecting William to be king by the wedding. Wow, okay. How does Harriet feel about William coming to the wedding? The Ace of Spears, which is the Ace of Swords. So this is truth. Truth, standing up for your principles, standing up for what you believe. Okay, so I think what this is talking about is that both Peter and Harriet are expecting that I think Charles is going to pass away before then, and that the act of God is going to make William king, that William will be there as the king. And that they're looking like everything's going to be such good luck. So interesting. These cards are so interesting. Okay. Wow. All right. And how does Peter feel about Harry attending the wedding? What does he think about that? Oh, the Queen of Pearls. Okay. This is the Queen of Cups in reverse. Oh, goodness. So he is thinking that if Harry's there, it's going to be all about his mom. Queen of Cups in reverse is Diana. Okay, this is the Diana card. So if Harry shows up, he's like, you're just going to make it all about your mom. You're going to start some kind of issue with William about your mom. You're going to be all weepy and everything. He thinks that if Harry's there, it's going to be all about Diana. He will make it about her instead of having it be his wife's day. This is, I mean, come on, wedding is the day of the bride. That's the bride's day. Yeah, the groom's there. Yeah, okay, whatever. Of course he's loving it, and it's special for him too, but it's all about the bride. Okay? And he's worried that if Harry shows up, it's all going to be about Diana. What about Harriet? How does she feel about Harry coming to the wedding? The 10 of Treasures, 10 of Pentacles. This is about family. This is the line of succession. These are family dynamics. One generation passing on to the next. Generational wealth. DNA line of succession. Okay, so she feels like Harry, in her mind, it's, he, I don't want to say has a right to be there, but she understands if they have to invite him, that he is part of the family, at least at this point anyway. Is she keeping her options open? 10 of Pentacles. It's all about family. If he wants to come, he can. I think that she is more hopeful nothing will happen than Peter is. Peter is more wary of Harry being there than Harriet is, I think, in my opinion. Allegedly. All right. Is the wedding going to take place as planned? Is that going to happen? Page of Wands in reverse. Ooh, that's bad news. Uh-oh. Bad news about the truth. Okay. It may not. It may not. We do have the Four of Wands, which is the wedding here. So we've dialed into the energy of the wedding. But now we have the Page of Wands in reverse, which is about bad news. Things that don't grow, that don't come to fruition. I don't think it will. I don't think it will. Because the truth of the matter will be evident for some reason. So this could also be about a child too. Page of Wands in reverse. It would have to be about a fire sign child. There may be some issue with the child. I'm not sure what that's about, but it looks like I don't think this wedding's going to go through. Allegedly, that's what the cards are telling me. All right, what's going to be the big story on the day of the wedding? When the wedding should be, if we actually get an announcement, what's going to be the big story on that day? The Seven of Pearls in reverse, which is the Seven of Cups in reverse. Well, this is the revelation of gaslighting. And it's under the Diana card. All right, so on the day of the wedding, if anyone has been under any illusions about what this wedding should or could have been, it's going to be really evident that people have been gaslighting. So some revelation will come out about Diana on the day of the wedding, or when the wedding should have been. If the wedding doesn't go through, then we'll just have to watch for whatever date they've picked, if they actually do set a date. But something that's we've all been gaslit about Diana is going to become evident. Okay. Well, what's going to be the status of Harry and William's relationship on the day of the wedding, or when the wedding should have been? What's going to be the status of their relationship? Ooh, Six of Cups in reverse. I don't think they're going to have a relationship. All right, so the Six of Cups upright, of course, is about the past. It's about your siblings. It's about children. And in reverse, you've cut off your past. You've cut off your sibling. Okay, they're not going to have a relationship by the time this wedding will either take place or is scheduled to take place. And it's all about family dynamics. So this is about, as we keep hearing and reading, and this has not changed at all in the cards for myself and many other readers. William is absolutely not going to accept Harry. He has cut Harry out of his life. My brother is dead to me, and that's what this card is. As far as the family goes, the Ten of Pentacles, this is the family. My brother's dead to me. He may be of my family, but he's dead to me. I want nothing to do with him. That will not change by the time that this wedding is supposed to happen. Okay. What will happen to the outcome, or what's going to be the outcome of the wedding day, the wedding celebration, the day it was supposed to happen? What's going to be the outcome of the wedding? Like, what's going to happen with it? Seven of Wands, defending yourself. Oh my God, what a card to get, asking about a wedding. I believe this wedding is going to be called off and they're going to defend it. It's going to be bad news. Some truth is going to come out, some principle, some truth about a child, something to do with a child. And they're going to defend the fact that they're calling it off. I think they're going to call the wedding off. I really do. Or it's not going to happen. It'll get I don't think delayed. I'm not really getting a delay card. This is a defense card. Seven of Wands. I'm defending myself. Unexpected battle. Defending myself. And what keeps nagging at me is this next card in the underlying energy, which is the Lovers in reverse. And that's a split up, a breakup, bad choices. I don't think this wedding's going to go through. The next one was a Five of Spears, which is the Five of Swords, and that's fighting. Okay. All right, let's do a wrap up. All right, so how does Peter feel about William attending the wedding? He thinks that an act of God's going to happen by the time of the wedding, and I believe, and it could be that he thinks William's going to be king, or he thinks that something is going to happen that will I'm so at a loss for words here. I'm so surprised by the Tower card. Something will happen, an act of God will happen. And I think it means that's going to let William be king. William would be king by the time of the wedding. Wedding day, wedding, the Emperor. This could be the Firm as well. But since we're talking about a wedding, I mean, the Four of Wands is a wedding. The Emperor, he thinks William's going to be king. And it's the Wheel of Fortune is interesting because that's just, a fortunate event. In this deck, it is also about, the Wheel of Fortune is also about just accepting the turn of the wheel. Accept life as it comes to you. So whatever happens, Peter he's not going to fight it. He's going to just be accepting of things that happen. And if they split up and they don't make it, then that's just the way the universe meant things to happen. Whatever happens on the wedding day, I don't think Peter's going to feel like, oh my God, why did this happen? He's just going to accept it as an act of God, that this is the way the universe meant things to happen. He's very spiritual. I have never thought that about him, but he is actually very spiritual. Isn't that interesting? Okay. And then, how does Peter feel about Harry coming over? I'm sorry, I'm getting all confused here. Okay, so this is how did Peter feel about William attending? How does Harriet feel about William attending? And this is the Ace of Swords, which is about truth. Some revelation, something that William stands for, she stands for as well, because this is also about standing for your principles, standing up for something that you believe in. I think she is very looking forward to him attending the wedding because she thinks that's the true thing, that's the right thing to do. And how does Peter feel about Harry attending? If he shows up, it's all going to be about Diana. If he knows if Harry comes to the wedding, it's going to be a stunt about his mother. He's just going to talk nonstop about his mother. And it should be talking about the bride, about Harriet. Okay, and then how does Harriet feel about Harry coming to the wedding? She feels like he is family, so she doesn't have as bad of a feeling about it as Peter does. She may be more understanding. Well, he can talk about his mother, blah, 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 whatever. She's not as foreboding about it as Peter is. So she's like, well, he's part of the family. I guess, we have to invite him. All right, is the wedding going to take place as planned? Page of Wands in reverse, which is bad news. Page of Coral, Page of Wands in reverse, bad news. No, I don't think it will. And that is the truth of the matter. And what will be the big story on the day of the wedding? And this is the Seven of Cups in reverse. Some revelation, something that everyone's been gaslighting about Diana is going to be very evident on that day. And I don't know if the wedding will be called off and we'll just hear about it on this day that they had selected, or that if the wedding does go forward, something about Diana, if Harry's there especially, something about Diana will be revealed that everyone thought, wow, I thought it was this way, but everyone's realizing it's just gaslighting. Okay? And then what's going to be the status of Harry and William's relationship on the day of the wedding? They won't have one. Six of Cups in reverse. My brother is dead to me. Yep. You may be part of the family, but you're dead to me. You are dead to me. That will not change. And then what's going to be the outcome of the wedding, the celebration, the wedding day? They're going to be defending themselves, so I don't think this wedding's going to go. If they call it off, they're going to defend why they called it off. And again, we are very centralized on the wedding. It may be called off at the last minute, and I believe that William will probably be king, allegedly, at the time that this happens. And people will just be accepting that, hey, life happens. And the Lovers in reverse just really show this split up. That's such an indication that this wedding, if that had been upright, absolutely the wedding's going to go forward. There may just be something bad that happens on that day. But with this, I think the wedding will be called off. Allegedly. All right, there you go. Hope you found that interesting. If you did, please like and share. And if you're a subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate my subscribers so much. Hope you guys are enjoying the readings. And if you're not a subscriber, well, you need to subscribe. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you won't miss another reading. Thanks so much, everyone. We'll see you again soon on Royal Tarot Readings. Bye-bye, everybody.